Hello! Today we have a special thing because Ken was cutting down our yarrow and we thought, we already have the pills, we already have the tinctures. Why shouldn't we go ahead and make a tea out of yarrow? Yarrow is coming from the hero Achilles. I think you say Achilles or Achilles, who gave yarrow its botanical name Achillea millefolium. According to the legend, as I said, it's a legend or a history or fairy tale. He used this plant here, yarrow, to heal the wounds of his comrades in the Trojan War. So you can take fresh yarrow, cut it off, what I don't want to do now because I don't have a wound, and you put it like plantain, you put it on your wound and press it. Maybe you put some tissue or whatever around it so that the bleeding stops and the wound will be healed. Hi.
Yep.
That's
Bandage it up.
no, bandage it up, yeah. So because he used it as healing the wounds, so in the war. So we don't use it for healing wounds. You can, if you have fresh yarrow in your backyard, greenhouse, window, wherever you are growing it, you can use it if you need to. As I said, it's like the plantain. So the main thing for yarrow, and you see here, this is dried yarrow. This one dried. This one are the flowers. It's not flowering yet. It was from the last season when it was flowering. And you can make a tea out of both. If you just use the leaves, it's kind of bitter. You have to put honey in it. But if you combine the flowers together with the leaves, what we did here, it should be a little bit less bitter. But we will see. We put honey in our cup, so
Just in case.
just in case. So beside the healing wounds, the yarrow is known for helping you with digestive issue, with bloating. It is strengthening the liver. It helps you with your varicose veins. So if you have the veins, they are popping up, it can help you. It helps with bladder infection. It lower your blood pressure. It helps you with fever and circulatory disorders, gastritis, and heartburn. What you do if you want to make a tea, you go ahead and take 1 teaspoon for 1 cup of tea. Let it steam for about 10 to 15 minutes. That's what we already did here. So this is a mix from the flowers and the leaves, and it's sitting around 10 minutes now. And now we want to see how it tastes. The color is nice and golden, what we love. And we mentioned that we have honey in it because we're not sure how bitter it still is when you put the flowers into it.
And some people like bitter tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, again, like everything. Some people like bitter, some like sour, some people like sweet. So yeah, it's flexible that way.
It's up to your taste, I
Yeah.
would say it like this. So this is the tea now. Looks pretty nice. Smells good. And tastes delicious.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, for all of your health.
Maybe a little bit too much honey in it.
No, it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
See the difference? I don't think it's too much honey.
Yeah, okay.
Here.
But we didn't do just the leaves because we don't want to try the bitterness. But the tea, we talked about it, will help you help you with bladder infection. It lowers the blood pressure, and this is the main reason we put on our tincture out of yarrow infused in alcohol. And the main benefits I put in here is lowering your blood pressure, and the same with the capsules. So you will already remember, capsule is something if you want to take it over a longer time to, how do you always say? Preventative. And the tincture is more or less if you need to lower down your blood pressure immediately, then the tincture would be right. Or
Capsules are always good for preventative and like once a day, 1 capsule or 2. I don't know if I would need it. Like turmeric. Yes, you could drink the turmeric tea. It would work a lot faster, or turmeric tincture. But the pills, it's just, I take 1 in the morning. Something just popped. 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. And that's the way I take in our, what's it called?
Turmeric.
Turmeric. Turmeric.
Turmeric.
Yeah. So it's preventative. And all these things is for immediate, so depending on immediately or preventative.
Yeah, I mean, if you have to deal with blood pressure, always the blood pressure is too high. But if you're already on blood pressure medication, be careful, because the pills, the tincture, and the tea will lower your blood pressure. So you have to control your blood pressure. And of course, you have to talk to your doctor, because otherwise your blood pressure is going down and you're feeling dizzy, because these have the same benefits like the medication you're already taking from your doctor. So always talk to your doctor.
And that's a happy thing about us. We don't have to talk to a doctor because, well, we don't have a doctor. We have our medicine here, everything we need.
True. So yeah, there is no slightly bitter taste
No, it tastes good.
with the flowers in it. Maybe we can just make it
Really tastes good.
with the flowers.
Well, I know it calms you down too. I know that.
Well, and your blood pressure, if your blood pressure is going down, you're normally coming down.
Which is good.
And bloating, so gas.
Come home, come home from a stress day at work, sit down and have a cup of tea of yarrow. Can only be a positive thing.
By the way, any tea, I think, is positive to come down. Any tea. How do you say, the way you're making your tea, you're putting the herbs together you want to have in your tea, put it in your tea can and brewing the tea, and then sitting down and enjoy the tea. So it's not just yarrow. I think all of our 31 different teas have the same effect.
Side effect. Well, they start, of course, when you come home from work, they start, okay, when you take the tea. But then specific that yarrow will lower it to know, okay, not just making tea will lower my blood pressure, but knowing yarrow, if I do have high blood pressure, like some people have this whistling in the ear after a day's work, which I've heard of, that could be two things. Could be tinnitus too, but it could be their high blood pressure too.
Or just stress.
Make yourself a cup of tea of yarrow, sit down and relax.
We do not have yarrow in our product line yet, because there was no need for it. Nobody was asking if you have yarrow tea. So if the questions are coming, we can easily fill up yarrow tea for you with the flowers and the leaves and have it ready for you. But we will not have it right now. But it's an easy fix. Otherwise, we have, I don't know, hundreds of different teas, and
because we grow it ourselves, I mean, we have it fresh. You can't have it better.
And this
you really can't.
Just one of the ones we have at the moment in the greenhouse. When the spring is coming around and it's getting warmer and it's not frosty anymore, we will put them out in the yard, in the front yard.
And we cut this down in fall too. Now,
well,
this is just
it's again
a couple of weeks.
Growing like
but it's growing in the greenhouse, not out in the yard.
No, it would be freezing.
They do go dormant in winter and should come back in summer if you're growing it outside.
These ones are from last year season outside here in the raised bed, and we pulled them out and put them in a little container and put them in the greenhouse to see if it works. Yes, it works. So they just need a little bit of warmness from the greenhouse or from your when you grow it inside in your house. So
don't forget to look at those tips of everything you could grow inside your house on the windowsill. And some people I've seen, they even have these little greenhouses in their house with artificial lights and everything for over the winter to have their fresh herbs, not just to cook, but any of their herbal medicines they want to make, they could grow. And that's what we do. We grow it all year round.
Right now we have 2 greenhouses, so we don't have the little greenhouses in the house anymore.
We have on our windowsill, of course, in the kitchen, all of our cooking herbs. That way we don't have to run out in the greenhouse.
Whatever. Okay, this is one more sip.
One more sip?
Yeah, for me it's a little bit too much honey.
Well, possible. I love it. I could drink it all day.
So yes, it's a tea, but I am your master herbalist, and we will not give you any medical advice. What we are sharing here is the knowledge from us, from my over 40 years experience, and what we have on experience from our friends, families, and customers. So if you really, because it's lowering the blood pressure, talk to your doctor, please. Do not, and we repeat ourselves, do not just say, oh, I'm taking now a little bit of Yarrow tea on top of my blood pressure medication, and then, yeah.
Or on top of other medications.
Yeah.
Always remember, before you start your herbal remedies, if you're on pharmaceutical drugs, have a talk with your doctor, and please do not forget the button and the arrows down there. I think that's the subscribe button, and over here, that's the like button. And under that, you can read more and leave us any comments.
All right. Other than this, we would say,
for that,
love and light, Ken and Ute from Utes-Herbal-Corner. What's wrong? Ciao, ciao.